Now you're right, this is a fifth video of the Blu-rays. First up is JCVD. This is from France. That's a great film. I've already spoke about it already, but Jean-Claude Van Damme's performance in it is fantastic. Digibook of JFK. Fantastic film. You know, whatever you think about you know, what happened on 22nd of November 1963, it's still, you know, it's this movie's still very interesting, you know, despite what you may or may not believe. John Adams, one of the best miniseries out there. Fantastic program. It's the backdrop of the American Revolution. It's brilliant. Paul Giamatti is absolutely superb. It's very difficult to put back in. I'll put that down now. John Rabe. This is a very good one. John Rabe was a German businessman who was in Nanking the moment it fell, and he set up a safety zone, well, for as many Chinese survivors as possible. He saved around 200,000 people. You know, for that, you know, he's got to be commended. You know, it's a really good film. It's a good companion piece to City of Life and Death. While not as brutal, it's still very good. It's a very good film. Johnny Mad Dog. This is from France, set in I think a fictitious African country, civil war, following one of the small militia bands. The group camped somewhere between 12 and 15. Really good little film. I think a lot of the child actors were. I think they'd seen their fair share of kind of turmoil in their respective countries. Really good film. I really recommend that. Kurosawa's Kagemusha. It's Criterion. Great film. Nice addition as well. The Kid Inside Me. I saw this a few nights ago. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Very sleek film. Very violent at times. Casey Affleck's amazing in it. I suppose discretion might be advised for because some of the beatings in it are pretty horrendous. Jessica Alba and Kate Hudson really do take a bit of a pounding in this, it has to be said. The second one particularly is very fucked up. Well, not as violent as the first, more deranged. The ending as well is genius. Very weird. Katin. This is a really good film. It's a Polish film telling of what happened to the Polish officer class after first the German and then the Russian invasion during World War II, and the officer class basically get absolutely wiped out by the Soviets. Although the Soviets at times suggest it could have been the Germans, which I suppose it could have been. The evidence is kind of overwhelmingly against the Soviets in this regard. It's a fantastic film. Really good film. One of my favourite films on war. It's really brutal. This is a digibook of the original King Kong. It's fantastic. I said hopefully one day, and we'll probably be. I know I'll probably be very old, but hopefully they'll find some of the deleted footage in the original. You know, particularly the spider pit sequence. I'd love to see it one day, but you know, I fear that, you know, it may not be out there. My man Keeper might have got rid of it. This is a remake of King Kong. This is great as well. Takes a bit of time to get to the island, but you know, Kong's amazing. They've really brought him to life really well. Some of the casting decisions, though, I don't think Naomi Watts is that much cop in it. Jack Black, Agent Brody as well. They seem to be miscast. Kingdom of Heaven. This is director's cut. One of the best director's cuts out there. Makes an okay film into an absolute masterpiece. One of Ridley Scott's best films, in my opinion. It's an incredible film, and the Blu-ray really brings it out. It's just a fantastic film. LA Confidential, great film. Russell Crowe is just a menace in it. Last of the Mohicans. This is it's a really good one. I think it's only available on Region 8 at the moment. But I like the transfer of it. It's a lot more kind of gritty kind of look to it. It's the only thing that's a shame is it's director's definitive cut. They've kind of I had 2 editions of it, and they've kind of cut out an action in the director's expanded edition of an action outside the fort. Which is a bit of a shame they don't have it in this edition, but you know, it's still a fantastic film. Soundtrack just fantastic. I love the film. Last Samurai, I like the film. I remember like people at the time saying, "Oh, you'll really laugh with Tom Cruise in samurai armour." I didn't. I thought it was a great film. I don't know. I think people have got down on certain actors and they won't look past their hatred for the actor to see a good film. You know, Law-Abiding Citizen. I really enjoyed this. And quite frankly, even if I didn't like the film, it would still go up in my estimation because it's got Grand Funk Railroad at the end. Sin's a Good Man's Brother, one of the most underrated rock bands of all time. And I'm sorry if a film's got that on the end of it, you know, I'm gonna love it. Just fantastic band, so underrated. Lebanon, Soldier's Journey, it's an Israeli film, very claustrophobic film. Tank commando, they're trapped in the confines of their vehicle, being bombarded by Lebanese soldiers. Really good film, really enjoyed that. Legion, sort of daft end of the world, supernatural elements aplenty. Archangel Michael, played by Paul Bettany. I like this film for some reason, I don't know why. I found it just totally daft. I have to say, Dennis Quaid's acting in this is absolutely atrocious. It's something just daft you can just watch, you know. I found it mildly entertaining, you know. I mean, it's not amazing by any means, but it was. I kind of found it funny. Excuse me. This is Leon Ultimate Edition. This is a steelbook. Germany. Fantastic film. Fantastic film. Gary Oldman is just amazing in it. Let the Right One In, one of probably the best horror films of the last 10 years. Incredible film. I won't be watching the remake. I don't see the point of them. And then when I hear people saying, "Oh, better than the original," I really fucking doubt that, to be quite honest with you. You know, I really doubt that. For me, a remake like that is just people who can't be asked to read subtitles, and I kind of find it repulsive. Letters from Iwo Jima, fantastic film. I preferred this a lot more compared to Thanks of Our Fathers. Lives of Others, good film. Long Good Friday, one of the best gangster films out there. Howard Shannon watching his empire fall apart via our involvement. Just a great film. Can watch that film again and again. Lord of the Rings, animated movie. Great film. I think they do a good job with it as well on Blu-ray. I really like this film, you know, it reminds me of my childhood, I love it. Machinist, fantastic film. Christian Bale's one of his best performances. Magnificent Seven, classic western, absolutely love it, great film. Clint Eastwood, Magnum Force, Blu-Ray Collection. Great film again. I like Hal Holbrook a lot. This is one of my favourite, the Dirty Harrys. Really like it. Great film. Man on Fire, one of Washington's best. Great film, really great film. Marked for Death, one of my favourite Seagal films. I think it's probably my favourite. Seagal's John Hatcher going up against Jamaican Posse, led by Basil Wallace's Screwface. Oh God, the violence in this is just amazing. That film deserves to get on. I love that film so much. I can watch it again and again. Master Commander: Far Side of the World. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a really good film. Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, Kenneth Branagh. I think it's a really underrated one. I think it's a really good film. I think Branagh is really good in it. Not that sure. I mean, De Niro plays Frankenstein's monster a little bit differently. Probably adds a bit more heart to it, you know, than kind of other ones. Did you book The Matrix? I don't mind the first Matrix. I have to be honest. For the other two are a chore. I couldn't even get through the second one. Max Manus, Man of War. Norse Resistance against the Nazis. One of the best resistance films. I mentioned a few on the Blu-rays, but this is the best. This is an incredible film. Thoroughly recommend that. Get that film. Menace to Society, Director's Cut. I've said this before as well. It's a great film, but Director's Cut doesn't really add that much. And I've seen the film a fair number of times. As one or two things, nothing much. This is Memories of Murder. It's first press limited release, limited edition. It's a really good film, and this edition's pretty hard to get hold of now. You'll be looking at probably in excess of $100. Again, it's a great film. It's worth it, you know. That edition's really nice. Probably the rarest, probably single Blu-ray I have. Men Who Stare at Goats. Great film. George Clooney. I like George Clooney when he's a bit more crazier. Cast is great. Jeff Bridges is great in it as well. Kevin Spacey. You don't see much of I totally forgot his name for a second. I'll come back to it, but you know, yeah, Ewan McGregor's good in it as well. I really like that film. Just trying to go against time a little bit now. I'll put that there. Stephen Lang, I was going to say for that film, he's great in it as well. A Marine. The H&V exclusive, this one. Fantastic film. Vincent Cassel is just incredible. This is a masterpiece. I could watch that film again and again, not get bored. It's incredible. Messenger, good film, nice edition as well. Enjoyed that. Metropolis Steelbook. That's a nice release as well. Did you book of Midnight Express or Harron film? Good film. Good film, I like that film. Milk. Yeah, it was a good film, I enjoyed it. That was a good performance by Sean Penn. Steelbook of Minority Report. I enjoy this one as well. I haven't seen. I think I've only seen it once, a long time ago. I did enjoy it. The Mission. This is an Amazon.com exclusive. This is a great film. Great soundtrack. Probably one of the most depressing endings out there of a film. The Mist. Absolutely incredible horror film. Real fucked up ending. Great film. I think it's got the black and white and colour versions on it, it's like the DVD. Moon. Good film. And that's on the shelf. My Name is Bruce. Just a great core horror film. I love Bruce Campbell. I love this film. And that's the last of those on the shelf, and I'll be updating with another video shortly. Cheers.